Well, I'm hearing with this jewelry business, I'm hearing that you're undercutting everybody.
Yeah, it had to be done, that, man. There's some man out there that match our price, but like I said, it's like on the Thoughts and Colour, I don't think no one out there, especially in the UK, as big as us, can match our price. Like for how big the business is, alhamdulillah, we do like mad cheap deals, bro. Yeah, we don't care if we make 200, 300 pound profit on a watch. We'll let it go and move on to the next.
That's even the same tactic you said that you was using in music when you was obviously
Exactly.
spending less on videos but pushing way more out.
Exactly. Same formula.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, same formula.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You can't change what's working, innit?
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it, innit?
That's exactly it.
Yeah. That's what it is.
So entering the jewelry game, I'm guessing a lot of these man didn't like what you were doing. You're kind of fucking up their thing a little bit.
Yeah, when we first started, now it's like everyone's kind of used to it, and they even come up to me and Max and ask us like, yo, what do you think I should sell this for? What do you think I should price this at? How much would you guys pay for this? But when we first started, I remember like we were selling like bracelets that everyone in the garden was selling for like a bag 5. Yeah. We were selling them for like 9 bills, 8 bills.
Yeah, man.
And their man came up to us, bro, like, nah, bro, you lot have got to put your prices up. I'm saying, why? Like, it's working for man. I'm not going to put up no price. You know what I mean? The amount of jewelers that came up to me when we first started saying, put your prices up. And then that's when I knew I've got something, because too much people are they're shaken from it. Do you know what I mean?
How do you even get into the game? Like for people who maybe want to get into the jewelry game.
Obviously, how I got into it, bro, I was buying loads of jewelry as a rapper. So I had loads of knowledge on jewelry, and even prior to making music, like Mike's will tell you, since I was a young man, bro, I've had chains around my neck. I'm talking year 7, year 8. I've always had some form of jewelry, aqua mask or something. I've always been into it. And when I decided to stop music and jump into the jewelry, I put up my own jewelry as stock.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I said, if this works, if I can sell my personal jewelry, exactly. So I sold it. It went in like, I think, I don't know, top of my head, maybe like 3-4 weeks. Sold everything, my personal stock. And then from there, we just invested big money into it, man.
I was thinking more, how did you gain access to the back end, to people that I couldn't access?
Oh, like how did I get access to like trade groups, stuff like that?
Is that what it is? Like there's loads of groups behind the scenes?
Yeah, so most jewelers are in WhatsApp groups, and that's where we get all our watches from at trade price. So you can't go online, for example, on Chrono24 or on eBay, any website. You can't go on there and expect to get trade price. That's probably going to be the end user price that's posted online for retail. But trade price, you can only access it in watch groups on WhatsApp, where all the jewelers are in one group, and we just post watches in there all day.
How do you get into them groups?
Bro, it was just consistency, showing our face every day in Hatton Garden, building trust with loads of other jewelers, doing mad deals with them, to the point where people just started vouching for us and saying, no, do you know what, these lot are actual serious jewelers. Start putting them in some groups. When you first get there, no one's not going to add you into a group, innit? It's normal. Like, it's like if a kid came up to me today and was like, I'm getting into the jewelry, I want to start the jewelry business, can you put me in a group? I'd be like, bro, I can't do that, because how it works is if I put that kid into a group,
they're thinking you're vouching it.
Exactly. And then,
right.
Yeah, so if he does something wrong now in the group, for example, like the group rules are strict, bro. So if someone posts a watch, and let's say he posts 36mm Datejust, someone posts 36mm Datejust in the group for 8 grand, and you misread it and think it's a 41mm, but you call it done, or you say sold in the group, you have to buy it.
Okay.
There's no going back. If you don't buy it, you either pay a fine or you're kicked out of the group.
Or you have to pay a fine to the...
Yeah, and also in watch groups, for example, because we all trust each other in it. So let's say I'm buying a 20 grand, 30 grand watch off of someone. They don't need the piece straight away. So sometimes they'll say, yeah, I'll post it to you, and then when you sell it, give me my money or something. Yeah. So imagine I put a young man in there who calls on a watch, the other trader sends him the watch, and then the guy vanishes. That's on me, because I've vouched for him. I've put him in that group.
So how do these, I wonder, how do these people in the group, the ones selling most of the, I'm sure you sell in there as well, don't you? You lot sell.
Yeah, we buy and sell in there. Yeah.
So is there any sources in there?
What do you mean?
Like people who are able to source the watches for cheaper prices, or is it literally just you guys trading with each other?
Every dealer in there goes into the groups to source the watch. That's where you'll source it from. So if someone wants a watch right now from me that I don't have in stock, open my phone straight into the WhatsApp groups. There's like 25 different groups. It's going to be in one of them groups.
But I want to know, how do you go around? How would you go about getting a watch for a lower for a lower trade price?
A lower trade price, you just got to have a good relationship with you and that trader.
I'm trying to see like kind of where the profit's in it, because you coming in the jewelry game and undercutting everybody, that makes me think most of these men are scammers.
No, they're not scammers. Do you know what it is, bro? A lot of man, before we got there, let's say like 2018, 2019, even 2020 was ridiculous, bro, because it was COVID times. People are making 20 grand profit on a watch. But them days are long gone now. Now, people are lucky to make like, let's say a 40 grand watch for sale, yeah? You'll probably get it for about 38, 37 if you're lucky.
Okay.
That's on a big watch. And you need to have a little bit of margin just in case, I don't know, for some reason the client comes back, says, yo, stop work, and you might have to repair it. You need a little bit of a margin to cover you for repairs, for this, for that. But back in the day, like, people were chopping like, 10 bags, 20 bags off of them big watches, especially in COVID. Like, the Rose Gold Day Olive in COVID was going for like 75 bags, and jewelers could probably get their hands on it for about 55.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but now them days are long gone. Unless COVID comes back, then the chops will become big again. But now it's like, like I said, you're lucky. You're very lucky to make 2 grand off of a watch in this day and age. And then the smaller models, like Batgirls, Batmans, you're still GMTs, you'll be lucky to make $1 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, more time it's like 5-6 bills, bro. That's nowadays, isn't it? But the market's completely shattered at the minute.
Okay, so you see the watches that you would have in your inventory.
Yeah.
Would you sell it if it's just not selling?
Yeah, if it's not selling, so if you're struggling to sell it to an end user,
Yeah.
that's when you'll ping it in the group at trade price.
Okay.
So you always have a way out.
Okay.
So let's say you bought a watch for 36k, you're planning to sell it for 38 and a half. You, for some reason, can't sell it. Ping it in the group. You can always get back your 36. So you're always safe as a jeweler.
Okay.
But sometimes you can make the odd mistake of paying too much for a watch.
Okay.
Like, I've done it a few times. Like, I bought a titanium Yachtmaster 42mm for, I think we paid 20 grand for it, because I went in the group. I saw that it was in the group for 21 and a half, but that was the first one I saw. Then I said, yeah, I'll give 20 grand for this. If I need to group it, I'm safe. Everyone's offering me 17, 18. So it happens.
Yeah. That's interesting, man.
Yeah. It's a mad game, bro. It's a mad game. So
even in the group, you can still negotiate the trade price down if you want to.
Yeah. So if I ping something in the group, let's say there's 400 members in that group. If I ping something in there for 20k, a man might private message me on WhatsApp, say, would you take 19.5? Would you take 19.3? And then you can negotiate privately.
So if you see a watch going at a good price that you reckon you could sell, you'll go and buy it from the group.
Yeah, 100%.
How many of these groups are you in?
How many groups are we in now? Like 20, 25? Yeah, better.
That's what Max is doing, constantly checking on the groups and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now tell me about these diamonds as well. Not the diamonds in your mouth, like moissanite diamonds.
Oh, so we don't fuck with those. So look, just to clear everything, because bare people are...
That's it, right, as well.
Yeah, moissanite.
Moissanite, yeah.
So a natural moissanite is very rare. It's actually rarer than a natural diamond.
All right.
Yeah? But 99% of moissanites you see in jewelry is lab created. A lab created moissanite is worthless. I literally have a video on my Instagram of me binning around 15 carats of moissanites, just chucking it in the bin. That's how worthless they are.
Damn.
So it's more of an American thing than a UK thing. You do get some UK jewelers selling moissanites, but yeah, we would never sell it. We'll just chuck those in the bin. But they're worthless. A natural stone, a natural diamond, is worth some form of money depending on the clarity. Is it I3? Is it VVS? Massive difference in the two. A lab-grown diamond is also worth some form of money because it's a real diamond created in a lab. The same way back in the day, what they've done is mimic the process of how a natural mined diamond grows underground, and they've mimicked it into a lab. So back in the day, the weed you were smoking in the 60s, 70s was probably all grown outdoors. Now, the opposite. The 95% of weed you smoke nowadays is grown in a tent or lab. Do you know what I mean? So
you say diamonds are worthless.
They're not. Yeah, there was a company called De Beers. A lot of people will know about these lot. These are the people that started the scam of a diamond is forever. So that was like their slogan back in the day. And what they used to do is like sell people a 1 carat diamond for like $40,000-$50,000 and say to them how it's so rare. But diamonds are not rare. They grow under the earth. There's loads of natural diamonds on the world. They're not rare. So that now people are more smarter. So that obviously no one's not paying 50 bags for a 1 carat stone. Do you know what I mean? But back in the day, that was a thing. So the old school jewelers, the old school ones, like in the 1920s, 1930s, this is what they used to do. Even before that. Yeah, and there was a company called The Biz that was leading that. There's probably still the leaders now of like diamond trade in the world, but everyone just knows the secrets nowadays, isn't it? And it's not as rare as people say it is.
One question I have as well, touching on the value of things, because I've always seen diamonds as just, you know, why would I buy diamonds? I think the same for watches nowadays. Because one day I was sitting down and I was just like why is this watch is expensive, but why is it actually, you know, does it have any value?
You're better off buying.
There's a recession. I can't eat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're better off buying like certain watches. Let's say a Blue Sky Dweller. Yeah, a very common watch.
But why is it valuable?
It's valuable because of the craftsmanship that's been put in to make the watch. So the movement and also the materials used. So like it will have 18 karat gold on the bezel. Rose gold day dates, they're all made out of pure 18 karat gold. Also as well, let's say you get a rose gold DD40 and the watch discontinues. Rolex stops selling this watch. Yeah. You can now, because you can't get it from the Rolex store no more and it's discontinued, that will drive up the price in that watch. So if you buy a watch before it gets discontinued on the online store or retail store like Rolex, then you're in the money. Yeah, so like for example, what watches have been discontinued recently? OP Tiffany, no, OP Celebration Dial. You could get that probably 3 weeks ago for maybe about 7-8 bags. Been discontinued now, it's drove up the price.
Yeah.
But the bigger the watch, then the more money is in it for you. So like a rose gold olive, if that gets discontinued, I can see the watch going up to like 55, 60 bags. And right now you can get your hands on it for 40. But a diamond can't get discontinued because it will just keep growing in the earth naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your money is much better in watches and gold than it is in a diamond. Yeah, diamonds are just like, yo, look at me, I'm shining sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's mainly what people buy them for. I don't think nowadays anyone will buy a diamond and say, let me hide this until the diamond price goes up. But back in the day, like The Biz, that company, that's what they used to portray to people. Like, this diamond is so rare, it will go up in value in the long run, which was nonsense. Diamonds just do this and this. Now, especially we have labs, natural diamonds are just on their way down.
Yeah. Damn.
You got so much knowledge, bro.
If you guys enjoyed this clip from the Click It podcast, then please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my main channel and subscribe to this channel. The full episode is available on Spotify. You can get there with a link in the description. And if you don't use Spotify, you can watch it on my main channel. I will also link it in the description. Thank you for watching. Click It.